Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. This is part 8. And in the last episode, we defeated Dark Samus, which was a little easier than expected. And just before the video actually starts, I'd like to get this out of the way. Special shout out to my best friend Tyler. He lended me a PS2 that actually works. Thank you so much, Tyler. I can now start recording Dark Cloud again. And a lot of people have actually been missing that. People have been telling me on Facebook they've been missing a bunch of the Dark Cloud content that I have been putting on. Anyway, so what we have to do now is start finding the rest of the keys to the Dark Aegon Temple to get the energy from the temple and bring it back to the light world. Now, that shouldn't be too hard now that we have our space jump boots and we already have one of the keys. Anyway, I did miss I believe I missed a expansion, energy tank like I mentioned in the last video. And that won't be much of a problem to get to because it's pretty much one big loop, and I might just forget it altogether for right now. Okay. Now in this room, the pirates will always spawn up on the balcony, like one up on the balcony and one on the ground, so just ignore them and go through. I do apologize, I've been sick for the past couple of days, so that is why there have been not as many videos out for you guys, and I can't record while I'm sick. I'm just getting off of it, so I'm decent to record. Anyway, you'll notice that I have added different background music because there really isn't much music to listen to on the surface of Dark Aether, and it's just really dull and boring to listen to. Anyway, you'll see I'm shooting at this black goo. That's actually an ing, but it never spawns for some reason, no matter how many times you shoot at it. It's as if it's watching you. It's really creepy how it just watches you. Well, actually I lied. We not only have to get the remainder of the keys, we also have to get the light beam. Also, I have to do this because it's scan worthy, apparently. Should have scanned it before I activated it. Anyway, you notice that a couple shots at a dark crystal will reactivate it, and same thing with a beacon. If you shoot at it, it becomes a nullified beacon. There it is. And what's really cool about this game is that the scans for many of the mechanisms that you use in the game change depending on how what beam you shoot it with. And also, another thing about the beams, the dark beam looks a lot like the ice beam. And the light beam, when I get to it, you'll notice that it looks a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot like the wave beam, except a different color variation. Yes, there is a plasma beam variation, however, I will not spoil it for you guys, because to me it's one of the most awesome beams that Retro Studios could ever make. To me, anyway. I'm not sure about you guys. Anyway, the first time you will, well, not see an ing, but fight one. Well, you do fight one to get your jump boots back, but a regular ing, I believe, is just right here. the Ing is they're really difficult to defeat because they're number one, you're on their home turf. Number one. Number two, I'm guessing it's the difficulty level. I have it on veteran, which is actually the normal difficulty on the what is it? Keep forgetting. The normal difficulty on the Nintendo GameCube. There we go. I had to Google search that one, and I do apologize. I'm gonna see if I can scan this for you guys. I'll give myself a couple chances because you can scan it. It's just really hard to angle it right. If I can't get it here, then I'll just get it some other place. And I do apologize for any background noises. You know, can't really help if a dog barks or if any other noises happen. So, alright, now you gotta remember, in this game you have to scan everything. It's just like the first Metroid game. If you think it's scan worthy, scan it, of course. And another thing to note in the Dark World is that you take 6 points of damage for every second you're in the atmosphere of Dark Aether, which is, it's really interesting. I never knew how much damage you take per second. And with the next suit upgrade, you take only 1.2 damage per second, which I don't know how people calculate that, unless if they've, you know, looked at the source codes or, you know, dissected this game and looked at the, you know, the programming or whatever. Oh, and again, this is where you can find to scan Phazon. So if you don't scan it at the reactor, you can scan it here. There are a couple other places you can scan it, which really oddly, you can't scan it in this room. Even though there are a bunch of pools everywhere, you can't scan it in this room. At least I don't think you can. Okay. First lock is offline. This is just a really tedious and boring part of the game. You have to go all over the place just to scan 3 different locks. And the reason why I say it's boring is there's nothing attacking you. There's no challenge to it except dodging the Phazon pits and making sure you're in the right places to jump so you don't take a lot of damage like I'm stupidly doing. Now, the first 2 locks are on the ground, and the third one, you have to jump on these platforms. Now, you really have to know how to time your jumps perfectly. Like, this game does not mess around. And also, a thing to note for you guys, this door right here can only be opened with a mix of light and dark energy. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And here's the third lock. And try not to get too close to it, of course. I'm sorry if I haven't been able to capture your guys' attention in all my videos, but the fact that you guys subscribe still says that I'm doing something right. And I really thank you guys for all the support you're sharing this channel. And again, Tyler, without your help, I would have never been able to continue Dark Cloud or have plans to do Kingdom Hearts 2. I will try, and I do apologize, guys, for doing the sequel to very popular games. It's like I said, the reason that I'm doing Metroid Prime 2 first is because I know how to do that game like the back of my hand. I know how it goes. I know what to do. Kingdom Hearts 2 I would do first because I know where to go. I know what to do. But I will honestly try to do Kingdom Hearts during the Let's Play. I will be Googling various guides so I know what to do next. But anyway, in this room, you'll notice that you have to deactivate these platforms. What I'm doing first is getting rid of these Ningbats, and I can't remember if I scanned these or not. The reason why you want to clear these bats out of the way is because they will knock you off as you're trying to get up and knock you into the poisonous water. And you can already tell the water's dangerous because, number one, I just showed it to you. And two, your heads-up display tells you that it is dangerous. And when you walk into this room, you will find the light beam and a dead Luminoff that apparently got this far. I really hope you guys enjoyed the background music that I added. I will be doing this in all my videos when I enter the Dark World because there's rarely any music in the background anyway. But if you like this video, always remember to lick that like button, and I will see you all in the next video. And once again, thank you for subscribing and all of your support. Take care.